Hello everybody, this is Hunter, your oft ill-lucked but never downtrodden competitor for this season. Welcome to the Wild Card Tournament. I'm going to be recording some of my viewpoints in some of these 1v1 games I'm playing in. Right now, today I'm playing against Edva for my first game of the tournament. I'm excited. You can see the settings here. We have Friendly Robber on. We have 2 as our max players. It's a head-to-head tournament, and 15 points to win and a 9-card discard limit. So I'm expecting, going to this tournament, expecting not many games, or not many trades. I'm also expecting that explosiveness is going to be key. You're going to have to be able to get your cities. You know, with 15 points to win, I mean, say you pulled every single victory point and had largest word and largest army. Crazy. But say you did that, you'd still have to have a city to win. It looks like we need to double check. I need to double check a couple things right here for some rules before we get started. I'm not the host of this game. Alright, we got everything sorted out. And time to get in this game, I have a minute to select my spot here. Oof. Okay, first around the board, that 6-9 wheat spot is the dominant wheat spot. There's also a lot of brick. The brick's kind of off to the side. I mean, initially looking here, no 6-5-9 spots. No 8-5-10 spots either. It's a pretty even board. I think that securing that wheat is going to be huge. And it's, yeah. Wheat is just cake. And being able to create such a strong presence on wheat here, defend myself from possible interruptions. Yeah, I'm going to take the spot. I felt really good about it. Because in a 1v1 game like this, you being limited on a resource can just be so crushing because your opponent is only focused on you. You don't have a way to get out of the resource. Yeah, that was our spot I was thinking. That 8 spot is pretty damn good for ore. But now my competitor is in a position where they're not going to really, I think, be able to get much wheat. They're going to need sheep and they're going to need brick, which means they're probably looking at 5-6 or at 3-6 or 3-8. On the other hand, getting ore now would be good. But more important than ore is sheep and brick as well. I mean, so it's going to be between this 5-6, 11, and this 3-8-4. The 5-6 to 11 is going to be the one he takes. That makes a lot of sense. But now I can get the 3-8-4. And so, yeah, I mean, there's pretty much no argument to go for anything other than that 3-8-4. The question then is, where do I build this road? Early, okay. Here's a question here. Do I immediately go for a development card? Just immediately go for a development card here can just be so weak, and with the hand size at 9, I don't think it's worth it, especially with Friendly Robber for this first turn. Friendly Robber, I'm not worried about losing any resources. I'm, not worried about. So just I think at this point, a development card, if it gets me a knight, has very utility. Victor Point has no utility now. And in the special cards, Road Builder, Monopoly, etc., could be valuable now, but not as valuable as potentially getting a quick settlement or city. Oh, man. 2 5s in a row. Don't let us see your opponent get resources, but not the worst thing in the world for him to get cheap. Yeah, keep us on the And at this point, honestly, there's a fair strategy to be made for sandbagging at times to avoid getting to 3 VPs until you're ready for it, as long as you don't have to worry about hand discard limits. Like, for example, right now, if I could build a city, I probably would. But you do have to worry about getting robbed. mean, 7s are 7s. 7s aren't that hard to roll. We'll see, though. I mean, I'm not hating where I'm at right now. Another 4 gets me a city. Yeah, I mean, at 7, I think in this mode, you always pass early in the game if you don't have anything else you can build. Because you can get 1, 2, you're not going to really be, oh my god, that's brutal. 2 ore for him is pretty tough. But right now, for example, if I pass, I can't get up above 9 before my turn. And this is why you pass, because I got that lucky 4. I'm going to be able to get a city on my next turn. Let's see what I roll here. Now, here's the thing, though, is I get double resources on 3s, and so losing out of 3 here is tough. So I think I just have to go ahead and build my city quickly. I'm going to build it up here because I want to get more 4s in. I want those 4s to be super valuable, because I'm not too worried about wheat production from that F6 and F9 together. And if you block some F4, okay, he does take up a resource, but that's perhaps my least valuable resource right now in terms of I can still settle and build my road without it. Ooh, love to see it. So now I've got to start thinking about where I want to expand to. I'm not too... getting more sheep and more wood is going to be nice. So I'm going to go up here. Ooh, nice. There are 4, please. Okay. All right. I mean, do I just get a couple of VPs? Okay, I think 1 for now is good. A little bit, actually. Big roll. You don't have to overthink it. Just get your city. Yeah, see, that's why I put the city initially on that ore spot, because the ore spot has been hitting at a pretty high rate. I mean, I love it. And you got to capitalize on that. I mean, let's do it again. Like that's the thing, if I have those surplus resources, I can't build any more cities right now, so I might as well use them. I don't want to go down below 1 sheep unless I feel like I have to, though, because I do want that first element. Or that first additional settlement. Yeah, so now looking at what my competitor's doing, it's weird. Like 1v1, a lot of times your competitor's going to do what they're going to do, and it's not going to impact your strategy too much, except for when you're in direct competition with them. In this case, they're kind of building up in this area that, I'm not really competing with too much, so I don't really care. All right. Now, here's a question of, like, what do I do if so much extra wheat? I really have to build start building towards a settlement. And I'm not going to be able to get timber as reliably, so I'm going to make that trade. Now I just need 8 to roll. Haven't seen too many. All right, so now here's an opportunity where I can really make a choice here on what I want to cut them off of. And cutting them off the 10 for wheat is great, but I think you just have to take a core resource from them. And between the 4 and the 6, maybe I would roll a 6, but I feel like the 4 gives them more value just by a tad when it gets rolled. Like just barely, like 4 times 3 is 6. You see a little pips, so that's what I'm getting 3 from. 6 to the 5. All right, that 8 is huge. Ooh, another one. Well, yeah. Let's take them off brick. That's a nice little roll. All right, so now I think you could continue to build to here, but you don't want to overthink it. I think I want to go for that 10-5 if possible, or that 11-3-10. So I'm going to put down my settlement there. Big thing is it lets me get our city, which my city production has been impeccable so far. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want to see. In this case, I am going to buy another development card. I think that, I roll a 4, I get to 3 anyway. I don't want to carry too many cards now that gain so much production. And that sheep doesn't have as much immediate utility right now. Okay, cool. All right. And second night, can't really complain about that. I'm feeling really good about my position right now. I have a bit more production, have more development cards in hand, and then yeah, these cities I can just start getting so explosive. I'm gonna build down to here, I think, first. And the way I'm gonna do that is I think I'm just gonna build up through from this. They could block me, but it's so much investment to try to block me. I don't think they're really gonna do it. And I'm gonna hold off and buy another development card right now. I don't think it provides me that much utility. The 9s, I should be complaining about rolling lots of resources, but I really have had that excess of wheat. However, yeah, you got to rock with it. Yeah, let's just do that so I can, just in case he was thinking about trying to block me, blocking me would have really, been annoying for my chances. So I'll get that 8 now, or get that brick, not that 8. Okay, that's a little bit, that brings them right back into it with me. Those 8s getting rolled and provide them so much value. Silly from him isn't worth it. I think I just run the risk here and carry my resources, see what happens. Worst case, I have to discard some. All right. Yeah, I think that the 8 just gets him so much value. Have to block that. All right, we run the risk of discarding down to hand size, but the only thing I can do right now is do a development card, really. I'm not going to use my knights. Yeah. God, the 7s really haven't been coming in, though. We had it for a few early, and that makes sense. I mean, I'm personally not going to complain, really. It kind of works out for me. All right, now it's a weird position where I have so many cards in hand. Yeah. It would have been nice to keep trying to go for that city, but at this point, I don't know. I'm not bought into it. It's hard to do. The thinking sometimes has to be kind of off the field. It's hard to okay, cool. I mean, I don't give a shit. If anything, this is kind of works out well for me, so I can start burning through my knights. Have the justification to do so. Great, huge roll of 3s. Like kind of exactly what I want here. Get that settlement down. And now, the world's my oyster. You keep trying to build. I think that getting more production now is kind of the key. Let's see. I can make a play for Logger's Road, but at a certain point too, it just becomes. All right, I'm gonna skip here. I'm gonna skip here. See what happens. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. God, these turns are so quick. Yeah, just using some of my surplus. I don't want to discard a hand size. I want to keep this kind of thing rolling and gain the victory points. It doesn't do a ton for me right now, but in the long run, I'm pleased to see them, especially because I feel like I'm not falling behind with just raw resource production. Even though even though I feel like my resource production has perhaps been a tad uneven, but I'm able to get our settlement down right here. All right, 4 is great. Now just 6 or 9 is going to be huge for me. Yeah, I feel pretty good in this game. Not only do I have an edge in terms of just my cities and settlements, but have the 2 VP in hand gives me a little bit of an edge. I know he doesn't have any, and I feel like I'm both in longest road and largest army. I have the inside track for, and I feel like largest road isn't out of consideration for me. Oh, 2 5s, or sorry, an 11. Okay, so 5 then an 11. A lot of resources for my competition here. 3 for 1. Not going to do too much with it. Interesting. Man. 4 here. Now I have too much. Too much ore. Do I 4 for 1 it? Yeah, I think I have to. And I have largest road in the pocket now. Okay. 7 for me. Love to see it on my opponent. Going down to 5, losing 5 cards, it feels like a huge swing right now in this moment where I'd love to pull away and I haven't quite been able to. All right. Oh, wrong click. Let's keep him off roads. Oh, that's a huge steal. Huge steal. Now, let's see. Getting to a port just feels like it has a lot of value. I'm not listing 11 AM like any of the 2-for-1 ports that are kind of hanging out. And I really do want to get. I think getting largest road and large army is going to be crucial to sealing out this game. So I want to preserve that for myself with a little bit of my road placements, because I could do the little triarch here and go down to the 2-for-1 port, but which does provide a lot of utility for me. But I don't necessarily think that my having surplus ore is going to be a very consistent thing. Yeah, I have not rolled any 7s really, but there we go. It's been a long time since I had wheat. It's going to start flowing again, I feel like. Yeah, that feels like it diversifies my production in a really helpful way. Damn. Well, luckily we reached a point now where he can't really block me off any one resource, and even though I'm out of knights at this point, we'll live with it. All right, I do now. Here's the thing: is like I'm really close to winning this game at this point. I just need to get one more settlement down, one more city down, and then get my largest road. Could be as soon as next turn. We'll see. But as I said, I think my opponent's gonna claim largest road here if he can. But that's probably the reason why I set up my roads in this way, where once I can build 3, I'm pretty far ahead. Ooh, didn't build it. Can I get a win on this turn? Ooh, that 8 being blocked hurts my chances of doing that quite a lot. I think I just go for another city here. I mean, if I have another city in hand, I think that I have to do this because I know I have to build another settlement or city anyway. Even though trading away timber feels tough because it's one of the harder resources to get, I think you have to take it when you can get it. Yeah, like now it's like he doesn't build his largest road here. I need to connect my roads and I get the win. If I can't, I can't. 12 is tough. But the thing is, like I said, like my opponent's route to victory gets so many more resources than I do. And that is GG. Good game. Well, that's, he's not going to accept that. Dupe. And alright. Well, GG's first game in the books, and feeling pretty good about that. I think that blocking him off 6-9 early helped me a lot in terms of just getting the initial productivity increase. And yeah, you can see, got more than him. I feel like it was never felt like that close, honestly. But it was a good game, and I'm looking forward to my next one. Fun back and forth, and I'll see you next time.